嗨，大家好，我是先生，欢迎收看我们的 The Cat Lady 实况第7回。我们上次玩到说，苏珊大神他从医院里面回来以后，历经一些生活琐事，可是最后还是崩溃，然后就昏睡老半天，醒来又天黑了。那现在外面又有人在敲门，到底是谁在敲门呢？我们就去看看吧。嘿，这房子有够长，走超久的。
Hello, Miss Ashworth. How are you? Are you feeling better?
就出来一门之后，发现是一个不认识的女生。
Do I know you?
Of course. You don't remember me. My name is Mitzi Hunt. We met a few days ago. You were out cold at the time. Those pills you had were real good. You probably had one too many, mind you.
结果呢，这个女生原来就是在苏珊大婶自杀的时候帮她叫救护车，然后救她一命的女生。
So it's you. I had a feeling you'd turn up sooner or later.
It is me, indeed. A girl who got in the way and fucked everything up. I'll understand if you're angry at me. It wouldn't surprise me if you blame me for calling an ambulance and saving your life, but I had other reasons for it too. Personal reasons. It's important. It's important. That's why I came here the other night. To talk to you.
Why would you want to talk to me? It makes no sense.
I saw the ad you'd put in the paper. It seems you have a room to rent.
They still print that? It was months ago. Nobody ever called. I forgot all about it. I gave up on it, actually.
Well, I'd like to be your lodger, Miss Ashworth.
But
You've got the room and I've got the money. Won't that work for both of us? I'm very tidy. I don't make much noise and I promise not to spend too long in the bathroom in the morning.
I don't really...
I read your suicide note, you know. Sorry, but I did. I understand that you like your loneliness. You stray from people. I get it. But I won't get in the way. I promise I will give you your space. You won't even know that I'm here half the time. What do you think? Do we have a deal?
Well, I guess I could do with some extra money, but...
Great. Can I come in?
结果这个女生她原来她就说原来是她是在那个报纸上面看到苏珊大婶她想要出租房子的讯息，然后想要过来跟她租房子。然后苏珊大婶其实很不想租她，可是不知道为什么就半推半就，然后就让人家进来了。
You said you were my daughter at the hospital. You're a little liar, aren't you? How can I trust you? How should I know you won't slit my throat when I sleep?
Jesus, what's wrong with you? Slit your throat? Are you always so suspicious of people? If I wanted to do such a thing, I would never have bothered saving you, would I? Just think about it for a second. I was trying to avoid all the stupid questions. I didn't know what else to say. That seemed like an easy option at the time. Otherwise, they wouldn't have let me come in the ambulance with you. And I wanted to see if you've made it.
苏珊大婶的毒舌遭到了反击。
How did you get in that night? I'm sure I locked the door.
Well... Okay, I'll tell you. You won't like it probably, but I'll tell you. I picked the lock.
You did what?
Look, I know it sounds like I'm some sort of criminal, but believe me, I'm not. My dad was a master locksmith. He knew everything there was to know about locks. He taught me some of that stuff too. Look, I've got this little box. I always carry it with me. There are a few types of lockpicks in it. They're very expensive, custom made. It's now the only thing that reminds me of him.
I see. But you know, it does sound like your father was really a burglar, not a locksmith.
It's not important anymore.
I guess it isn't. But what gave you an idea that you can pick the lock on my front door and just barge in uninvited?
I heard the cats. They were going crazy. It was like if all hell broke loose inside. The noise they made. It was incredible. Like ghosts howling. Then for a while, it turned into an almost human cry. Well, anyway, I kept banging on the door, but you were already asleep. In a coma or whatever. So I pulled out a sea rake and got the door open. You could say I had a hunch.
A hunch. Great.
I had a hunch that something was very wrong. And I made no mistake, did I?
这个 Mitzi 应该是目前为止最能够应付苏珊大神毒舌的人。
This spare room I have is pretty bad, you should know.
I'm not fussy. It's not for long anyway. Just a few weeks, maybe. Anything is better than what I've got at the moment.
Which is?
I slept at the train station last night. There's a guy there who talks to rats. You should see him.
Wait, can you even afford rent for the room?
Sure. I'll pay you for 2 months in advance. Money's not an issue.
Why not go to a hotel then?
I hate hotels.
More than train stations, with homeless weirdos and rats.
Robbie? Oh no, he's cool. He's alright. And he kept the rats away.
Why do you want this room so much? Let's face it, this flat's falling apart. It's cold, it's dark, it's a bit mouldy. This is the old part of town where nothing ever happens. It's far from the city centre, and there are only 2 buses going through here, and that's if you're lucky. And I'm known around here as a fucked up, wicked cat lady. They'd burn me at the stake if they could. They'd put me in a bag and drown me in the river like a litter of kittens. I'm not exactly great company for a young girl like yourself.
Who are they?
People, just people.
I don't give a fuck about people, Miss Ashworth. But I do like cats. Do you think they'll smell the rats on me? I'd really use a shower.
这个苏珊大神怎么会有人这样批评自己的房子啊？
I'm sure you'll change your mind when you see it.
I'd love to see it. And I'm sure it isn't as bad as you picture it.
The window is stuck, and it doesn't shut properly.
It's alright. I like fresh air.
There's clutter everywhere.
I'll tidy up.
It's got a funny smell.
I'll burn some joss sticks to cover it up. I love joss sticks.
Fine. I give up. Follow me. You can see it for yourself, if you're so stubborn.
毒舌苏珊大神被打败了。我们现在要带那个 Mitzi 去看那个准备出租的房间。
This room is perfect.
Really? What about all this clutter?
I'll move some stuff to the side if that's okay with you. But most of it I can use. All I really need is a bed to sleep and a roof over my head to cover me from that rain. And a power outlet so I can charge my laptop. Oh, and somewhere to watch too. You got a shower, right? I'm dying for a shower.
You mentioned some personal reasons for staying here.
Yes. It's a long story, though. I don't really want to bore you with all that personal crap.
Okay. In that case, could you give me the short version?
Yeah, alright. I'm looking for someone. I don't really know this person, but it's a friend of a friend. I only ever talk to this guy online, so I don't know what he looks like. I love this lamp. Does it work? What was I talking about? Oh, yes. I don't know what he looks like, but I know my way around computers. I managed to track him down. Turns out he lives here, in this building somewhere. What I don't know is which flat he lives in. There are 8 flats here altogether. He's in one of them, and I must just figure out which one. It shouldn't be too hard.
What do you want from this person?
I just want to talk to him. He's done something really bad. Something horrible. I need to talk to him to get closure, you know?
Just talk. Are you sure?
Yep. I want to meet face to face with him. That's all.
原来他是想要来这栋公寓找一个人呢，他要找的那个人呢，就住在这个公寓的其中一层的某一户里面，怎么有一种推理剧的味道？
Is there anyone I can contact? For references?
Well, I've never really rented a room before, so not really. I've lived with my mum all my life. Until recently, that is.
I could give her a call.
Oh, that would be a perfect spot for my poster up there. Yeah, sure, that'd be okay.
看是不是想要试图转移话题？
You're not in some kind of trouble, are you?
Do I really look like some kind of serial murderer to you, Miss Ashworth?
I don't know. What do serial murderers look like anyway?
A scar across the face, an eye patch, rough stubble. Those sort of things, I guess.
That's a pirate you've just described. Just add a wooden peg leg and we've got a full picture.
被吐槽了。
But who knows? I'm no expert on murderers. Not yet, anyway. Are you a part of that emo subculture?
Please don't say that word ever again. No, this is just how I dress. I grew up listening to real rock and roll, not that crap. I'd hate to be a part of that generic bandwagon.
Okay. Clearly a sensitive subject for you.
You know, people seem to think that just because someone dresses in black, they're called emo. You can't generalize like that. It's more complicated.
I dress in black too.
Of course! That's because black is the best color. Period. You know, you've been asking me all these questions and I never had a chance to ask about how you're feeling. I mean, you've just gone through a terrible experience. You barely survived. I suppose I might be out of line to ask you this, but I'm really curious as to why you tried to kill yourself. What made you do that? What did you feel?
刚刚那个苏珊大婶问他说：“你是不是那个 emo？” 那个 emo 呢，他跟歌德有点像，就是会穿着一身黑衣服，然后会画黑眼线啊，然后什么上唇环之类的，但是是不一样的东西。那个米子她很不高兴，因为她穿着一身黑衣服，然后就被误认为是 emo。
Long story. Won't bore you with this personal crap.
Ha ha ha. Right back at me, I guess.
哈哈
I
哈
could give you a short version, though.
Yes, but somehow I can't help the feeling that you've omitted a few important facts.
Just some details. Anyway, I suppose your story is the kind that can't be shortened. Still, if you feel like talking about it sometimes, I'd love to listen.
I'll bear that in mind, Mitzi. Let's go back to the living room.
Room's great. So what do you say, Miss Ashworth? I hope you're not going to change your mind about this. Miss Ashworth? What happened? Are you alright?
Go away! You have to go away right now.
But why? Miss Ashworth, what's wrong?
刚刚突然出现那个居虫女王那个老婆婆，然后还偷摸人家的脸。
You're not safe here. You should leave. Now.
Please, Miss Ashworth, I'd really like to stay. Don't throw me out now.
Well, you can't stay. You can't. If you don't go, something terrible's gonna happen to you. Please, just leave me alone. I was perfectly happy before you came. I have my cats. I...
你就只有猫啊你除了猫之外你还有什么？
I knew you were one of them. I knew it.
What are you talking about? Look, just try to relax. Everything's okay.
But why you? Why would you want to do this to me? You have no reason.
Calm down. I'm not gonna do anything to you, alright? I just want to rent a room. Nothing else. I promise. Damn, I even swear. I won't cause you any trouble. Okay? Just take a deep breath. Please explain to me what's happened. I'm a little confused here.
Then... maybe... Oh, no. 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 You're going to die.
I know. Yeah. I know. How did you know, Miss Ashworth? Are you some sort of a psychic? Do you possess some kind of supernatural mind-reading abilities? Or is it just so fucking obvious?
What do you mean? I don't know how you're going to die, but call it a hunch if you like.
That's cool. A hunch. Well, I do. I know exactly. That's how it started, as a matter of fact. Do you want to see? I'll show you. Here, Miss Ashworth. Take a good look, because I'm not going to do it again.
It's time to wake up, my little pussycat.